Oh.
Why are you all giggles right now?
Because it's perfect. You'll see right now.
Are we talking about my skills with ChatGPT?
Yeah. 100%. I'm about to do the same. Here we go. Ready?
You know what it is that it knows the true me. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of
Espookys Talk.
That's right, everybody. Your favorite Espookys podcast is back. My name is Arturo Noriega, and as always, I am here with the number one bruja, Eva.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to your Cosmic Forecast. Today's date is March 20th, 2026. Yay! So today also marks the spring equinox. And you know what that means.
What?
It's my season.
Nice.
So it marks the start of Aries season, which in astrology is the true beginning of the year.
Really?
Because spring is the beginning.
Huh.
The start. So, as you know, the sun has moved from Pisces to Aries. So we're no longer dreaming and setting our goals, but we're doing them. Action, okay? Mercury turns direct the same day, which means that for those of you that were confused, just like Arturo, the clarity has returned. You are finally going to start seeing connections and really understanding why you set the goals that you set. The moon is also in Aries, which means that our moods are going to be courageous. Mm-hmm. We're going to have the urgency to get things done and turn it into actions. So you could say the stars are aligning. Another way to think about it is we're getting the green light for a fresh start. And if things have been holding you back, you're finally going to have the courage to move forward. So hooray, we're all going to hit our goals.
Nice. I would like to hit my goals.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get them done. So the overall energy is going to be high energy. So we're going to be very bold. So when styling your outfits, think of things that you would normally not wear. Be overdressed. Be underdressed. Do what feels right for you. And know that decision making has been overwhelming and everybody has been tested this past week. But everything's going to get a little easier, a little lighter. So keep pushing towards your new goals. With this, notice the new things that start to change within you. As your identity starts to be what you have wanted, right? But it's all going to take action. I can't say that enough. The vibe. We have to do the vibe check.
Check.
If you're ready for change, by starting today, you're going to be able to stick with it.
Nice.
Even if it's not perfect, even if you mess up, even if you're supposed to wake up every day at 5 a.m. and go to the gym, and somewhere down the line on day 3, you mess up. Who cares? Adjust, pivot, be flexible, but stick with it. And if you're feeling like just overwhelmed, know that the mental clarity is returning, that conversations are going to be easy again, and that you can plan without double booking. Because I don't know about you, but I've double booked.
Are you a double booker?
And then I'm over here freaking out like, oh man, how am I going to get out of this one?
I can see that.
But of course, with me being as magical as I am, it tends to always work out.
It's funny how that always happens, right?
Right.
Love it.
And in the love department, if you're dealing with emotional stuff of any kind, whether it be love, of any kind, right? It's time to reset the energy. No more dwelling and start moving forward. So put that plan into action.
Forward motion.
Be a good friend. And if somebody is still holding on to the past, help them move forward. Even if it's just inviting them out for ice cream. The weather's great. Get out there. All right. So, people who feel this change the most and benefit from it. Of course, my Aries, just like me, we're going to get personal rebirth and major momentum. So if you have an idea, run with it, sprint with it as fast as you can. For my Taurus friends, there's a lot of inner healing and preparation. So they're going to be planning while snacking and taking naps. For Gemini, very social, very outgoing. They're going to get out there and they're definitely going to have less mental fog. And for Cancers,
Yep.
you're going to have career opportunities opening up.
Get out of here.
Do I hear more money?
I mean, I'll take the more money, but changing careers, opportunities in my career. All right, maybe I'll take some more money.
We all love money. The cosmic advice for today is to start something new, even if it's super tiny. Maybe instead of only snacking on processed foods, you snack on some fruits and vegetables. Because the sun's out. They're growing.
That's why.
Take and drink water. That's just solid advice.
Gatorade.
No Gatorade. I know what movie reference you're talking about, dude. No. H2O. Take initiative instead of waiting. So if you've been hesitating on anything, plans, love, money, finances, I don't know how many other ways I can say things. Stop stalling. Just do it. Act on insights that you've recently had. Maybe you'll dream of something. Maybe someone will visit you. Maybe you'll reconnect with old friends. Things like that. Act on it. Follow your intuition. Really trust it. That's a good way to start something new. Don't overthink. Action is everything.
Yep.
But also, be cautious and don't be careless. Don't do too much. Avoid being impulsive. Stick to your plan. Okay? So overall, the universe wants you to reset, hit the restart button, and move into the future like it's already yours.
Nice.
And that concludes our cosmic forecast.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Question.
Yes.
What if my plan is to be impulsive?
Start small.
I love it.
Start small. Whether the impulsivity is like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop and think about it. Okay, good idea. Go. You know what I mean? That
1, 2, 3, go.
hit a yellow light before you go into the green light.
Oh man, you know it's really funny. We were at work today, and I was talking to Ashley.
Right. Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley. And we were talking about a few things, and she mentioned some things that were so interesting that because I had read about a few of these, and I was like, you know what? That would be a great thing for us to talk about. Yep.
And I'm going to assume that it relates with the spring equinox.
It does.
Because things tend to align for us.
Well, today we're stepping into a crazy world where ancient Irish folklore meets the rich supernatural traditions of maybe the Latino culture.
That's interesting. Because Irish folklore, like if you think about it,
Yep.
from like a bird's eye view, like way out here, zoom out, right? Don't mess with what you don't understand is what they tell you, right? It's all about warnings, right?
Haven't we said that a couple of times, you know?
So many times.
Oh, man.
Where the Mexican model is more of, if you're part of this system, act accordingly.
Yes. You know, and at first glance, these worlds seem like they're just oceans apart, right?
Right.
Like the rolling green hills of Ireland on one side and the vibrant, spirit-filled landscapes of Latin America on the other. But when you look a little closer, you start to see something strange. Little stories of hidden realms and spirits that walk along the living, mysterious portals in the earth. I mean, all of these things are both connected in both those lands. And it's crazy because we talk about it so often, how the cultures and different things from different parts of the world, they all kind of mesh together. They're so similar.
Right.
And talking to Ashley and going into that stuff, it was kind of a trip.
Ashley is, I would say she's one of my best friends. So
Nice.
I tell her this all the time, and everybody take this from a funny point. Okay, we're good friends. It's meant to be funny. So I tell her all the time that she's a light-skinned Mexican.
Yeah.
All the time. Because the Irish and the Mexicans have so much in common. I mean, for crying out loud, they taught us sana sana colita de rana, si no sana hoy, sanará mañana. That we literally got that spell from them.
I thought you were going to say that we all like to party.
Oh, well, we have that in common too. And for every occasion, good, bad,
ugly,
just saying hello, welcoming someone in, or saying goodbye to them for the final time. It's always a party.
It's always a party.
But life is a party.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a goal, I'm going to advocate that you start living. Start today. Start now.
Isn't that what the cosmic forecast was all about?
All about.
There it is.
Told you. All aligned.
So I was talking to Ashley, and we were talking about that a little bit, and I remember reading a few things, and I kind of asked her a question, and she said, you know what you should talk about? That kind of trips them out? Irish fairy holes.
All right. We got to dive deep.
We're going to dive deep. Because talking about Irish fairy holes and how these little mysterious openings just might connect to some similar beliefs in their cultures, but the big thing is these fairy holes are sometimes called like fairy forts or fairy mounds, and they're actually believed to be entrances to another world.
Yes, like 1,000%. There's not enough percentages to confirm this.
Man.
And they lure you in. They lure you in. So imagine you're on a hike, okay? Think very beautiful landscape, minding your own business, sticking to the route, sticking to your plan, because the cosmic witch told you to. And then you see a little shrub. There's no breeze in the air. Just a nice little shrub, but it's dancing, like going back and forth. That is the Fae calling you over, trying to get something from you. Whether you stop, take a break, and say anything out loud, you are now having a verbal agreement, and they come back to collect.
Are these the ones that eat the kids?
In some stories,
I don't like
yes.
that.
In some stories, yes.
I know I was teasing earlier when we were talking about it, and I'm like, maybe they taste good, but for real, I don't like that.
No, it's see, even Macy didn't like it.
Macy didn't like it. She's running.
She's booking.
Man.
Because no, absolutely not.
So these really just aren't your typical Disney fairies. There's no wings, no sparkles, right? They're just
100%. Like the Fae are not your friends. Mm-mm. They will come back to collect. So think about the Tooth Fairy. Tooth Fairy is not what you think. You don't want to invite her in and then trade her something. What is she going to come collect from your kid?
She leaves money.
Sorry to disappoint everybody. No, she doesn't. No.
That might be another episode, guys.
The Rock is not going to magically show up and give you money.
Man.
Although if he does, send it my way.
Oh, geez Louise. He's tall.
He's tall. He's strong.
No,
he's handsome.
We were talking about it, and she was talking about the Ishi, which is ancient. It's a powerful beings tied to the land itself. Some say they're fallen gods. I read somewhere that some say they're fallen gods, but others say that they were just beings that were here before us.
Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Right?
I mean,
like I feel like somewhere down the line, either the story got a little twisted. It's like playing telephone when you tell the story over and over.
Yeah.
Or why not both? They're gods and they've been here before us.
You were mentioning just a moment ago about the dancing bush and the circle. I was reading some things about fairy holes, Irish fairy holes, and they just appear of small openings in the ground, like hollow hills, rings of stones in the trees,
Yeah, like arcs, right? They look like doors, like welcoming doors.
But they just say, do not mess with them. Farmers in Ireland have been known to reroute entire roads just to not disturb a fairy mound. Like the stories of people who try to dig them up, or, you know, they tend to fall ill. They lose all of their possessions. They experience unexplainable bad luck because these aren't just holes. They're portals.
No, exactly. And so people have experienced like losing time. Like where they feel that they've been gone for just a few hours, but the other person, because usually when this happens, it just happens that like a family member is looking for them, right? So to the external world, so for example, just to be really clear, person walks into Fairy Hole. Yes. That person.
They shouldn't. So don't. But this is hypothetical. Go on.
Yes. An example, right? So they walk in, they're there for like exploring for like what feels like 2 hours, right? Externally, their family's panicking, looking for them, and it's been days. Yeah. And
creepy.
And the fact that it's so consistent, that this is something that happens often. Please don't enter any more portals. Go around them.
So basically, the idea that you're trying to say behind these fairy holes that ties into a bigger concept could be that the veil between our world and another is super thin. That this little hole, this portal, could be that gateway.
Right. Yeah. Or multiple are existing at the same time. Just like string theory.
Interesting. You bring it all comes back. All roads lead back. You know, in Irish folklore, other things that kind of tripped me out was when people are going in and exploring these things, which they shouldn't be doing, and where people actually have all of these, more of the activity are like certain times, like dusk or dawn, or during festivals, like
right.
the you know, I mean, it makes them more active. That's when the spirits cross, like the energy's shifting, like it's more intense. But they also say that sometimes, just sometimes, that things actually follow you back.
No, stop. No. Like they come back out with you.
Sound familiar? It's because that idea is not just Irish.
Oh, no.
You know, the reason I think this is so interesting to me is because it all ties back in. Because like Latin culture and everything like that, in Latin cultures, especially Mexican, which I am, and Central American traditions, they were very, very similar beliefs.
Well, yeah, because it's probably a true story. They're telling you in all the languages, hey, over there, no.
Well, there are places where the spirit world and the living world just overlap. In our they just overlap.
They just overlap. I mean, we have Dia de los Muertos. It doesn't get
exactly
more
exactly
honoring the dead than that, right?
Yes, because during that time, it's believed that the veil between the world is not just thin; it opens, and loved ones can return. You know, it's things. There's a cenotes in Mexico. That's a deep natural sinkhole, but it's believed by the Maya to be a gateway to the underworld. The caves and the mountains from the indigenous traditions, those guys it's often seen sacred, like sacred entry points where spirits dwell.
That gave me chills.
I'm telling you.
And for those of you that don't know what they look like, I can describe it real quick because as soon as you said it, this is what I like. So it's an underground cave, and sometimes there's a little bit of water and like a walkway, but it's like really beautiful. Like if you can travel to see one, I hear that the energy there is very grounding and peaceful. And sometimes you'll see it, like if you search it up on Instagram or Google or anything, or your Pinterest. Do people still even do that? You will actually see people getting married there for ceremonies because it's believed to be so ancestrally powerful.
It's interesting. It's interesting you say that because I can imagine it. I can picture it. But just like with fairy holes and things like that, opening that connection isn't always simple or safe.
Right. There's always two sides to the story.
Yep. Two sides of the story, two sides of the coin.
And you know, like in so many other cultures, you know, it's a crossroad. And in crossroads, it's all about spiritual energy. I mean, again, I'm not even, I'm going to keep everything very broad and not super technical, but I know that there's beliefs where you go to crossroads and you leave offerings and it's part of rituals. So it has to have meanings.
It does. And you know what? We even had an episode.
I think there's even a song.
Of course,
that talks about it.
we had an episode regarding it about the crossroads.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to recall the past, but I was told by the cosmic forecast to let it go. So my brain's just like, fruits, restart.
Guys, we have a one of our episodes was about the crossroads. So where people went to go sell their soul to the devil.
There we go.
So don't you know that you can go to it? But even crossroads, even certain homes are believed to hold energy where spirits can pass through. But again,
if it's for sale, call me.
It's just not always safe, guys. Remember that. It's not always safe.
I mean, and that's what the Irish teach us with their folklore, right? If you don't know what it is, don't mess with it.
That's right.
And in Spanish, we say, if it looks spooky,
Espookys,
run the other way.
Córale. Córale. Don't you? Ándale. You know?
Don't go investigate.
No.
You're by yourself, my guy.
Come on, man.
Run.
No bueno. But you know, it's funny because that's where things get really interesting and really unsettling.
Oh, no.
Because in Irish folklore, the beings connected to these fairy holes and things are also known to be tricksters, which is what you've brought up a million times.
Yep.
And they lure people in. And sometimes they steal. And then they steal time, just like you were saying. Oh. You think you've been gone for minutes. You've been gone for years.
I'm twitching.
Or replacing humans with something else. Maybe I have to repeat that. Or replacing humans with something else.
Can you imagine? You go to put the tooth underneath your child's pillow. Faye comes in, replaces your child's soul with something else.
Come on.
Something else. Like it could be another, like a Fae soul. Like, I don't know.
No bueno.
And then you don't even recognize your own child. You know, just, you never know.
You never know. That's the whole point. And some of these things that are happening in these Irish fairy holes and things like that, and these little creatures, you know, whatever it is. Picture this. Let's compare it just for a moment.
Okay.
To Latin folklore. Ever heard of a duende?
Yes.
Exactly. Small, mischievous, sometimes dangerous entities. They live in forests. They live in homes. Hidden places. They can hide objects, whisper to children, even lead people astray. I'm telling you, the similarities are super eerie. Super eerie. It's different culture, but it's the same warning.
It's interesting because, like, when I think of the Fae, I think of, like, taller things, right? Very, like whimsical, but like tall, lanky kind of figures. Like, you know, not dwarf-like. But maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows?
Maybe it is like dwarves.
All I know is that people love to explore. People love to, they're lured to things that they don't understand to try to figure things out. But not everything on the other side is friendly.
And the similarity is that they're not human, right? But they're human-like. So interesting. I'm glad that you bring that up. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. Only thing I'm trying to tell everybody out there as you're venturing out into the world and doing all these crazy things, and you're walking into a forest, you see a circle of rocks, you're diving yourself in, you go into a hole, you don't know where you've been. Whether it's a fairy hole in Ireland or a cenote in Mexico, or just a quiet place in the hood that feels off.
Right.
You're sitting there and it just ain't right. There's a shared understanding across all the cultures, and here it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Respect the boundary.
100%.
Just be respectful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't disturb it. Don't mock it. And whatever you do, for Christ's sake, definitely don't invite anything in.
Oh, yeah.
Once that door is open, you may never be able to close it.
Yeah. It's like a one-way door.
It is.
Think about it that way. But I think that's just good life advice. Respect people's boundaries. Set good boundaries for yourself. That's one thing you can do. If you still don't know what to do and how to start small change, set a boundary for yourself. It's life-changing.
It is. It's kind of...
I made it so serious, sorry, but it's solid advice.
It is solid advice.
I did not learn that until I was in my 30s, so...
I don't think I've learned it yet.
If I can help one person, I'm already starting change. That's my one goal.
Oh, man. Oh, I think it's such an interesting conversation. Because when you talk about fairies and Irish folklore and duendes and Mexican folklore, they kind of share a real deep connection as little people, supernatural spirits that exist parallel to the human world, whatever. You know, it's such a trip that they act both as guardians, like guardians of the forest, guardians of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they also act as mischievous tricksters.
See, you think of like smaller fairies, like Tinkerbell. I'm over here thinking like elves.
Elves, goblins, those little kind of...
But like elves of like Lord of the Ring. And so I think I'm just like putting too much thought into this. So, but I don't want to find out. I think it's Orlando Bloom.
Yes,
I'm just thinking of handsome men today
with long flowing blonde hair. Get out of here, man. Anyways, go
cool
on.
attitude.
Go on. Real good with bone arrow.
Right. That's funny. But okay, let's backtrack a second. Just for 1 second. I'm thinking of fairy rings. And I know I've talked about this before. But maybe I dive in a little deeper today. So again, like in Irish folklore, it's very nature-like. So a fairy ring is usually made up, it's a perfect circle made up of mushrooms. Right? And if you stand in it or enter it, you're also going into a place where the fae are. And so what could happen is that they might take your body over and force you to dance with them. And you won't be able to stop. And then so later they'll find you and you'll be exhausted. Again, just a story out there. But still, if you see a circle of mushrooms, admire it from afar.
From afar.
Don't go entering it.
Take a photo. Because
you might be forced to dance.
Oh my goodness, guys.
And I feel like people out there are going to go try to find out now. And good luck to you.
They're going to go dancing.
They're going to have a fun time.
Oh man. I don't know.
But it's also said to bring you bad luck, so.
100%. Like that's the same. If you disturb and do those things, that's the same in multiple cultures. Now, forget just Latin culture,
right,
and the Irish culture. Across the board, I've read things from every corner of the world, and that's what they say. Without that boundary, without that respect, bad things are going to happen.
Yeah. And then, here we are talking about boundaries. And so the traditional warning is never step into the circle, never break it. Like don't disturb it in any way, shape, or form. And then by doing so, you're not only bringing bad luck, but you could also bring illness or, if they don't just make you dance, they'll just take you. I mean, how many people have gotten lost in the woods? Do they ever really get lost?
Ooh.
Or are they being taken?
See, now that's deep.
You know
now
what I'm saying?
Now you're getting into another passion of mine. I'm not going to bring it up here, but about crimes and things, I mean, you're right.
And they'll lure you in with things like legitimately putting out there like food, music, lights. So don't eat anything. Don't take anything. Have that self boundary.
Doesn't matter that you're hungry.
No. Yeah, no. So that's interesting. So now that we've learned not to take things.
Yep.
I want to tell you about circles, right? They're not inviting. Think about it.
I like circles.
Like it's a loop. It's an everlasting loop. So it's not like it has like an opening door, right? So as much as you should respect the mushroom rings, what about clearings? What about crop circles?
Oh man, don't get me started on crop circles.
I know it's one of your favorite topics.
Yes, it really is.
I'm like deep in thought, a little bit going down the rabbit hole, right? About how these clearings are of circular shape, right? If we zoom out, but it is inhabited by duendes.
Oh no.
And they're always kind of near a river. And you know what that means? Where there's a river, there's La Llorona.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that's where you're going.
So these are all spiritually touched zones. And it's interesting because like psychologically, we know, hey, you know what? There's a circle here. We need to stay away. And it's been like that. And I do think that like the circle is like a natural boundary. Something that needs to be protected and feared in order to preserve it. But, circles even feel eerie, right? Like we know that it is not safe for us.
It's so funny that you bring that up because I was reading something. It's weird that you're using so many of these keywords.
Okay, interesting.
Because I was reading about something called the Devil's Tramping Ground. Have you ever heard of the Devil's Tramping Ground?
No.
The Devil's Tramping Ground. Sometimes it's known as the Devil's Stomping Ground. It's basically a camping spot, and it's located in a forest near Harper's Crossroads.
Oh, man.
Area in Bear Creek, North Carolina. But it's the subject of a bunch of crazy legends and lore, which frequently allege that the devil tramps and haunts this barren circle, this clearing in there.
Right.
Yes. Which nothing will grow. Nothing. And the legend says a bunch of crazy things about this ring, including disappearances of objects, including dogs yipping and howling and not wanting to go near it. Strange events occur to those who spend the night within its boundaries, and it's been alleged that nothing has grown within 40 feet of this ring for 100 years.
100 years?
Oh man, they say it's supposed to be where the devil used to walk in circles at night to think and contemplate how
like pacing?
That's exactly right. For real. Thinking of ways to bring evil into the world, he would just walk around this circle.
Well, he has succeeded. There's so much evil on the road right now.
But it's crazy that you were saying things like the crossroads and the clearing. And it just brought this all back to me. Crazy stuff, man. It's all connected.
It is all connected, and I do really think that even if you don't have to believe it, if your only takeaway is respect nature, that is our win. We'll take it.
Oh, that's a total win. Respect the boundaries, guys.
And even if, but nature itself is very dangerous, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like, so just remember it's not yours. Throw your trash away. Don't litter. Or the Fae are going to come after you.
And, I know that we keep going in circles and things like that. But
How fitting.
I mean, really, right? I keep thinking of all these different fairy-like creatures, but they exist globally.
Oh, 100%.
I know that we're kind of touching for all everybody. To St. Patty's Day just passed, my sister's birthday. Shout out to my sister.
Yay, happy birthday.
Feliz Coop. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. So, but her birthday's on the 17th. And that's kind of why we stuck with Irish and Latino kind of cultures. But these fairy things, I was reading a while ago about the Japanese tree spirits. Right? There's a Filipino legend of forest spirits. There are Celtic brownies. There are Slavic Via. There's West African Isaac. There's so many different things. They're all over that are kind of interconnected. And and just like, I mean, this is going to sound a little strange, guys, but just like all the continents once being all together, then they say they split apart.
Pangea.
Yeah, things like that. So they say that that's the reason why there are certain animals on different continents,
Right.
things like that. What if these fairies were beings here before us? What if this was their land and then now they're global? They're all over the place, because everything that I read about these things are so similar. And it trips me out. And it's the same thing with spirits. It's the same thing with legends. It all La Llorona's everywhere. What's up with this chick, man? She's not like Santa Claus. She can't just fly around with some magical reindeer. I mean, there's just so much similarity.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that we should talk about protecting yourself from the Fae. I think we've hit a lot of the mess around, find out kind of stuff. But now we should talk about, so the people that are most targeted are infants, new mothers, and the sick. So they are going after our most vulnerable. And so ways of protecting yourself is iron objects. It is said that the Fae dislike iron, which in that part, what comes to mind is Magnificent. Is that her name? Like the Disney movie?
Oh, Maleficent.
Maleficent. And how she doesn't like the iron ring that the prince is wearing. So I'm thinking like that. Like,
cold iron.
Yeah.
Salt.
Doesn't like salt. I can see that.
Protective herbs.
Is there anything specific, like any herbs specifically? Keeping a burning fire. So as long as there's light. And blessed charms or protective charms.
Yes. Protective plants. Rowan wood.
Ooh. I need to get my hands on some of that.
St. John's wort.
Oh. Classic.
Primrose petals.
Oh.
Oh.
I like that we get some petals. Because, herbs aren't always aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
But little petals, that's
cute. I get you.
Yeah.
You know what the weird thing about duendes that I've always been told by tios and tias and things like that?
Yeah.
Is to hide your thumbs.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that?
Before we get into that.
Okay.
In our previous episode, we talked about that. And sorry, not our previous, but the Friday the 13th. We talked about how you want to protect your thumbs so that no harm comes to your ancestors. And that was one of the superstitions in Japan. And so I wonder if it's connected. But yeah, I actually don't have any idea, but I would imagine that it's linked to that, right? Like, if we're using our reasoning and trying to piece this together, I would imagine that it's, again, like a protective mannerism.
They say in Central American folklore, you hide your thumbs against the duende because it lacks thumbs and is intensely jealous of them.
Oh no, it wants them.
So legend dictates that if it sees your thumbs, he will rip them off. But if you hide them in your palms, he considers you like kin, leaves you unharmed, may even teach you to play guitar.
With no thumbs?
Guitar? What?
That's a wild.
Hey, man. I just report the news.
Somebody wrote that just in case it was ever in a podcast.
Oh, my. But that's just rip them off. Hey.
That's gruesome.
Hey. I like your thumb.
That's wild.
Oh, no.
So, just like the Fae are extra strong during the equinox, right? The balancing of both hours of the day and night, although it is felt, although it's seen here, right? But it is felt in Ireland, which I think is interesting. So times that you shouldn't be out hiking is at dusk or dawn, because the Fae have the upper hand. And then just crossroads and boundaries. So those circles and crossing of roads or paths. Because then in those moments, the veil is thin, right? Which gives the spiritual world an upper hand. And then again, don't provoke them. Don't go looking for them, but acknowledge them. So we talked about that before, where just, even if you're not a believer, just acknowledge that it could possibly exist and you're in the clear. But when you're truly a non-believer, I feel like they almost get drawn to you, like trying to prove their existence. So just like the Mexican saying, la curiosidad mató al gato.
That's a saying in every language, yo.
Is it?
Yes.
How would you translate it?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Well, there you go. You heard it here.
You heard it here first. Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Today is full of advice, just like the cosmic forecast told us it would, right?
Yeah. Just like it told us.
Just like it told us.
I don't know, guys. It's about that time, but from the ancient green hills of Ireland to the deep enchanted forests of Latin America, I mean, the tales of these little people, the Duendes, the Fairies, they continue to captivate. They do everything. And the veil, you got to know that the veil is between our worlds is super thin. You got to remember, don't mess with the fairies. Never, ever invite a Duende inside. Hide your thumbs. For Christ's sake, rip them off. Get out of here.
Wear 4-finger gloves.
Oh my goodness gracious. There's just so much. So, keep your iron close. They don't like iron.
Right.
Hold on to some salt packets. I don't know. But just be careful when you're out there.
Absolutely.
It's a lot.
I mean, if we have to think about a deeper connection, I would say the equinox isn't just an astronomical event. It's a moment of equilibrium where transformation becomes possible. So in Ireland, the light quietly returns to the land. And in Mexico, a god visibly descends from the sky. This would be, oh my goodness, how do you pronounce it? Quetzalcoatl. So as you see the pyramid with the giant serpents, it's downward because it's returning back to the earth.
Oh, wow.
So this let them know, like, hey, the agriculture. It's time for agriculture. It's time to plan so that we can thrive in our community. So I just think it's very interesting how much nature impacted their culture, whether it was for protecting yourself. I mean, if you think about it, mushrooms decompose things. So if that land wasn't thriving, it's because something's wrong with it right now. So the mushrooms are doing their part, right?
Yep.
Nature's a cycle. And it's interesting that both cultures found the deeper connection to the earth and used it for survival.
Yeah.
Maybe we all need to connect with nature just a little bit more.
I agree. Basically what you're saying is next time you see a strange opening in the ground or a circle of rocks and stuff, place that feels a little too quiet, ask yourself, is it just nature or is it a doorway? Stay curious, guys. Stay cautious. But most important, stay out of the holes. Right? That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. But tonight, as you put your head down for your nightly slumber, do me a favor. Be sure to look under that bed.
Lock your closet and mirrors.
Man.
And even the door at this point. Like, just close it all.
Close it all. It's a Espookys time. Okay.
Essentially,
Hold on. Yes.
essentially, just listen to your intuition.